This is not an official Arcade Guts review. It is a review of a new game that has come out exclusively for home systems. Therefore, the quality will be less than you are used to, and also you will not be seeing any gameplay footage. This is strictly me talking about a game that I thought was amazing. Hey everybody, it's 11:40 at night. I just got done playing the new Mortal Kombat game. Okay, as you can see here, I got the special edition of Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. Okay, first thing I like best about the collector's edition of Mortal Kombat DCU is I always felt that the insignias of the Xbox or the teen rating or Midway DC, I always felt that that kind of cluttered the packaging, and from an artistic standpoint I always felt it kind of hindered the artistic aspects of the piece. But this game comes with a sleeve that you can just take right off, and bam, you can see the packaging in all of its glory without any blemishes of advertisement or copyrights and things like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look inside Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe Collector's Edition. First thing is you get your standard instruction manual, which comes with pretty much any video game, but it's a must-have for a complete collection. Increases the value of what you own if you can have the instruction manual with it. Then you also get the game itself with beautiful artwork on the inside of Scorpion looking at Batman. Of course, you get the game disc. However, you also get part of the collector's edition, this wonderful DVD filled with great content such as the making of the game. You get to see voice actors, interviews with the staff, all sorts of good things like that. Get to actually watch the artist make the collector's art and things like that. So really great content for the hardcore Mortal Kombat fan that likes all the extras that they've been putting in the games recently. This package does not fail to impress. Probably the thing I was looking most forward to is a comic book drawn by John Tobias, which is beautifully illustrated as would be expected. It's a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but that's alright. It still is a really nice way to sweeten the deal of the collector's edition. And my favorite thing, beside the game itself, is this. You actually get this nice custom artwork for the game. And the thing that I find really impressive about it is it's actually printed on canvas. So the collector's edition comes with all this stuff, which I think is really great. A lot of perks to forking over, what, 10 or 20 extra bucks. So get out there and get it while you can. So needless to say, any hardcore Mortal Kombat collector such as myself, this is a must-have. However, the real question is, how does the game play? Now, many of the reviews I have heard for this game say that this game's gameplay is a return back to Mortal Kombat basics. However, I disagree. I believe it is a fusion of the old and the new, because it has all the awesome stuff that really made these new games extremely fun. For instance, the combos and the combo breakers. But it also has all the things that made the old school games really, really great. For instance, the 2D based fighting strategy. Now you have three basic modes in this game. You have arcade mode, which is what is to be expected, except for you have a choice to play either just the DC side, just the Mortal Kombat side, or even Mortal Kombat and DC Universe. So in many ways, if you were to choose Scorpion and then you were to play only the Mortal Kombat side, you kind of get a feeling like you're playing Mortal Kombat 8. Then you also have the story mode, which is absolutely amazing. You can either play, once again, as the Mortal Kombat side or as the DC Universe side. I, of course, first played as the Mortal Kombat side, and the first thing you'll notice is the acting is really, really good. Like, almost professional, which is really great because the past Mortal Kombat games, while their story modes were very elaborate and great, the acting left much to be desired. What they actually did was hire professional actors to play the roles, unlike the last games where they just had the game designers play the roles. Using motion capture to capture all the actors' movements and their voices, we end up with what feels like an interactive movie. Like you are sincerely engaged in what you are doing, and you're sincerely interested in what's going to happen next. And never before has a fighting game ever made me want to know that much about the story. I've always been interested in Mortal Kombat's story, but not to play it just because it was an interesting story. It was like watching a movie with drama and action. It was quite impressive. Now this game clearly is not as bloody as the old Mortal Kombats. However, you won't even notice, because the gameplay is just so deep and so interesting and extremely fun that you'll be so into playing the game that you won't even pay attention to the fact that you aren't seeing gallons of blood squirt out. Don't get me wrong, there are little splashes of blood here or there, but honestly they're barely even noticeable. So Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe is everything the game developers promised us. It's an extremely fun and innovative game that expands the mythology of Mortal Kombat and the DC Universe to points that we never expected it would go. While I have not played this game for more than 10 hours, just as a knee-jerk reaction, I give Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe a 5 out of 5. So until next time, I'm Michael V, and this is kind of sort of Arcade Guts. Also, continuing along this odd trend of not reviewing an arcade game, as you can see, my Nintendo collection is missing one important piece: the actual old school NES. However, NESs are notorious for breaking down, so instead I purchased the NEX, which will be coming shortly in the mail. So expect a review of the NEX coming soon as well.